This is chapter number one of my mom's book about her life through depression and trying to overcome it. What we are going to do is not interpret anything. We are just going to read the chapter together and see if you understand what is going on in English, because it has some difficult words, just like the stories we do every Tuesday. So let's read my mom's book together. It is 390 words, which is gonna take like 3 minutes. I'll do the whole chapter first, and then we'll go paragraph by paragraph. Okay? We're gonna go piece by piece. But first, I will read out the whole chapter for you, and if you want to hear it again, you can go right here to my mom's profile and find it there. We uploaded it 1 hour ago. Here we go. My train journey has been going on for 60 years now. 60 years in which many people have boarded and disembarked, temporarily or permanently. A time in which my train has visited various stations, sometimes with delays, and also periods when the train had to go to the maintenance yard for servicing. Many different stations, busy stations, lonely stations, and also stations where the train couldn't stop. The landscape was and still is diverse, from peaceful to rugged and wild, barren and desolate, but often filled with the vibrant colors of green and blooming flowers. I want to take you on the journey of my life, a journey that hasn't reached its final destination yet. A final destination that has often changed because the train took a different track. Now, I don't know what the final destination will be. I have experienced that you don't determine everything yourself. But my intention is to head towards harmony and love. What is needed for that? Visiting other small stations slowly and meeting new people, seeing life through different eyes, discovering, experiencing, but above all, trusting the engineer. I myself am the engineer who has gained many insights on this journey so far. I know who I am, and that's all that matters. A part of the bigger picture, the divine, the cosmos. I know that by trusting, accepting that things are as they are, and enjoying the present moment, I will surely reach my destination. It's something I continue to work on every day. I thank all the people who have traveled with me so far, for a short or a long time. People who have made my train journey more enjoyable, but also those who through their contribution have made me realize that I wasn't always on the right track. They provided contrast so that gradually I have come to understand what I truly want. Thanks to my children and family, but also friends and passerby. Some are still on my train, while others have chosen to disembark, or I let them disembark for various reasons. In particular, I want to thank my dear mother. You can find a reason why on her channel. Can't say that right now. And then a quote. You who are traveling know that there is no road, but by traveling you open the way. This is chapter 1 of my mom's book, Life as a Train Journey. What do you think about the chapter? You can leave your comments down below. Do you understand it? Do you know what's going on? I'm gonna pick up the phone and call back. I think there's like a time limit. I know you like the cat, but let me see what you guys think. I am very curious what you think about it. Very smooth. Nice. I wasn't on track. By traveling, you opened the way. We're gonna go over it. You wanna understand it? We're gonna go over it. Why so far? Because it was pointed at a cat. I thought you wanted to see the cat, guys. And this is the easy way so you can find the full chapter on my mom's profile. Okay? Because the full chapter is available, right? Multiguest doesn't exist. I don't know why it goes out of the application. It's very strange. Can I join this live? Hold up. Yes, I can. Huh? It just keeps jumping out. I don't know why it doesn't work. But, oh, because she's watching on the PC. Mom, can you not watch on the PC? It keeps going out. It's because my mom is trying to watch with her own account. It can't do it at the same time. So it's actually my mom. At the same time, it's you and I. That's why I cannot live stream. She'll just have to listen on her own. Yeah, no, I can hear her come back because she can't watch. Sorry, ik weet niet waarom het niet werkt. Ja. Alright guys, so let's continue. We got it back on track. There we go. There we go. We're gonna continue talking about the chapter. Now the echo is off. I can put you back with the cat. I'll put you back with the cat. Are you leaving? Don't leave. We want to see you now. Sorry, guys. She does not want to be in the story. She doesn't want to be in the story today. She's camera shy like you are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn the camera off. En you can just click here if you want the full chapter. Het werkt niet met de camera goed. Die stoel zitten. Ja, in die. Ja. Alright guys, so let us continue. Do you remember everything I told you from the chapter? Because we're gonna go paragraph by paragraph, just about the English, okay? Just to see if you understand the English in chapter 1 of the book. That's the idea, at least. So this book was written by my mom. You can find it right here. If you click here on advice by mom, you will find it. So this is part 1. Listen. I just want to tell you that this is an introduction to the book, and it describes about her train journey. This train journey is not literally a train in life, but it's a figurative description of life. So we are describing life as a train, like the train going and going through various stations, many people coming in and out. It's your train, you know? People come into your train and you meet these people, they spend some time with you in your life, and some people, they go out of the train. at a different station. We are just trying to help you visualize the way we think about life. So let's go to part 1. Listen up. My train journey has been going on for 60 years now. That is how you see this train journey is 60 years. Her life is 60 years at that time. 60 years in which many people have boarded and disembarked. Disembarked means going off the train. Disembark means exiting the train, leaving the train. Disembark. D-I-S-E-M-B-A-R-K. Disembark. We use that word because there's not really a better opposite to boarded. Boarded means going on the train. Please keep the face away from the camera. I don't know what that means. Disembark means leaving the train. You can disembark the train, you can disembark a boat. I don't know if you can disembark a car. You can disembark a bus. And you can board the bus. So boarding means going on the train, disembark means going off. 60 years in which many people have boarded and disembarked. Many people come in your life, many people go. Temporarily or permanently. Some people come back into your life, right? Some people come back into the train of your life and spend more time with you. But some people you just never see again. That's life, right? A time in which my train has visited various stations. Various, V-A-R-I-O-U-S, various just means different stations. Not every station is the same when you take a train, you know. Stations are part of very different cities, different countries, and in this case, we're just talking about different stations. Various, yes. Sometimes with delays and also periods when the train had to go to the maintenance yard for servicing. So, maintenance yard is where you fix the train, you know, you maintenance the train. You make sure that the train still works. Trains cannot just go on and on and on. Sometimes the train needs a break and people need to fix the train, whatever is wrong with it, or simply clean it up. Yes, Gabby, maintenance yard. So again, this is not a literal maintenance yard. This is how we describe life, right? Life. Somebody asked about the title of the book. Don't really have a title. For now, we just call it Life's Train Journey. And the temporary title for chapter 1 is either Finding My Path or Life as a Train Journey. Anyway, we're just trying to give you the idea that life is a train. And sometimes it has to go to the maintenance yard, it has delays, people come and go. And that's normal. Any questions about disembark, boarded, various, maintenance yard? Any questions about that? Otherwise we'll move on. Fixing yourself. Yeah, sometimes you have to take care of yourself. You have to pause your train journey. How do you use the maintenance yard? How do you take care of yourself? Because, you know, people come and go in and out of your life, but sometimes you have to focus on yourself. Can I type those words? I already spelled them out for you, but if you're looking how the words are typed, you can find the full chapter 1 on this profile. That's why it's here. You just go to Advice by Mom, you can find the whole of chapter 1 right there. You can even download the video, I think. Alright, let's continue. Many different stations. Busy stations, lonely stations, and also stations where the train couldn't stop. The landscape was and still is diverse, from peaceful to rugged and wild, barren and desolate, but often filled with the vibrant colors of green and blooming flowers. So we are First, we describe what is this train, the train of life, and then we describe the scenery. So, what do you see around the train? We're talking about the stations because a train goes from station to station. And in your life, it is the same. You have moments, you have chapters in your life, moments in your life where maybe new things happen, people come in and out. And all these moments are very different because you have busy stations and lonely stations, opposites. You also have stations where the train couldn't stop. And then we describe the landscape. If you hear the it's still they're fixing the roof. It's a flamethrower fixing the roof. The landscape was still the landscape was and still is. So we are emphasizing that something was before and still is diverse, so very different. Just like various, diverse means it's very different. Different stations, unique stations, also different landscapes. It still is, from peaceful to rugged. So there are two ways of landscapes. There are different views. Some landscapes are peaceful, maybe like this garden, and some landscapes are rugged and wild. So maybe like a desert, a dry desert, or a dark grass field, or a dark, scary forest. The landscape is diverse, which means it's very different. It can also be barren and desolate. Barren and desolate, think about a desert. A desert is normally barren and desolate. Desolate, guys, is D-E-S-O-L-A-T-E. D-E-S-O-L-A-T-E, desolate. Beautiful English word, if you ask me. Yeah, so you take this train ride, and not only the people are different and the stations are different, but also the landscapes you are going through are different. Yes, desolate, exactly like that. But often filled with vibrant colors of green and blooming flowers. Vibrant colors, guys, very bright colors. Like this is a dark green, but this is like a vibrant green, really bright green. And flowers are often very vibrant, colors that jump out at you. That's a vibrant color. V-I-B-R-A-N-T, vibrant. Vibrant colors of green and blooming flowers. Blooming flowers, guys, are the flowers that are popped open, of course. What do you think of the writing so far? Almost sounds like a poem, doesn't it? Almost sounds like a poem. You can find the whole chapter right here. If you go here to my mom's profile, you can find a video of the first chapter there. Or on Instagram. Fascinating, right? Yeah, it's not just, we're trying to describe life, but we're giving you an image for you to imagine. Now you're feeling like you are seeing this train, busy stations, empty stations. You're seeing these different landscapes. And I think that helps with describing life, the journey of life. Yes, this is coffee. Cheers to English listening practice. And of course to this book. And everybody, the idea is, guys, we are not all in the same train. Everybody has their own train, but you do go in and out of other people's trains, right? So some people come into your train, they are your friends for a few years, and they leave again. And some people are in your train for a very long time, hopefully like your family or your pet, they also come into your train and spend time with you. So now she explains The reason why. I want to take you on a journey of my life. A journey that hasn't reached its final destination yet. A final destination that has often changed because the train took a different track. Now I don't know what the final destination will be. I have experienced that you don't determine everything yourself. But my intention is to head towards harmony and love. Let me explain. A train drives on a track. Track. The track, the metal road where the train goes over, that's called the track. And a train can take different tracks, you know? There's not just one track for a train. The train track can go left, right, straight. It can go all sorts of ways. So she says, often, you know, the train took a different track. And the final destination has changed, like your goals change. Maybe you have a goal in mind, but because of something that happened, your goals change, right? Maybe you're doing university and you're really into this study, you're not getting the grades. So first your goal is to make this your full-time job, but then something else happens. So your goal changes. The track of your train goes a different way. And sometimes it happens unexpectedly. So the track is your experience in life, the things that happen. Today's today, true. Unplanned, yes. And a final destination is, of course, where the train stops, but nobody knows their final destination. You can work towards your goal, but often your goal changes, right? Often your goal changes into something else. This again is the book that my mom is writing. You can find it right here. If you go to my mom's profile, Advice by Mom, you can find the first chapter, which I'm reading live to you in a video. We uploaded it today. So, a final destination that has often changed because the train took a different track. Now, I don't know what the final destination will be. I have experienced that you don't determine everything yourself. Sometimes you're fighting towards things, you want this goal to happen, but life happens, right? If I say life happens, many people will understand what I mean. Sometimes unexpected things happen. You cannot predict everything that happens in your life, and everything you want is not always everything that is going to happen. So I don't know what my final destination will be, and I have experienced that you don't determine everything yourself. Sometimes you just gotta take the best out of life, whatever it throws at you, is my opinion. The most important thing, she says, I now know who I am, and that's all that matters. I now know who I am, and that's all that matters. A part of the bigger picture, the divine, the cosmos. Now, this is really hard to explain for me, but everybody has to figure out who they are, right? You have to figure out who you are in this life and maybe where you are going. And everybody has a different point of view. In my mom's case, she says she is a big part of a bigger picture, the divine, the cosmos. Whatever that definition specifically is, doesn't really matter at this point. It is just a description of knowing who you are. And that is something, that is one of the biggest questions in life for most people. Who am I? What a tough question to answer. Very psychological. That's a totally different live stream. Welcome to English listening practice. Welcome to psychology class. Who are you? Okay, so your name is Lucas. No, Lucas is a name that was given to you. That is not who you are. Who are you? I'm a guy. No, that's your gender. That's not who you are. Who are you? It is a very difficult question, and for many people, they think they know who they are, but they don't. And it takes your whole life to figure out. So let's continue. I know that by trusting, accepting that things are as they are, and enjoying the present moment, I will surely reach my destination. It's something I continue to work on every day. Again, I know by trusting, accepting that things are as they are, and enjoying the present moment, I will surely reach my destination. Accepting that things are as they are. Sometimes things just happen, is my interpretation. Sometimes things in your life happen, and often maybe things happen for a reason that is not really clear to you. And you have no choice but firstly to accept them and to live with them, but to work with them in your life. You don't always know what kind of people are coming into your train, right? Into your life. You don't always know which passengers or what track the train is taking. And that is the question in this chapter. Sorry, my throat is very dry these days. I thank all the people who have traveled with me so far, for a short or a long time. People who have made my train journey more enjoyable, but also those, through their contribution, have made me realize that I wasn't always on the right track. They provided contrasts so that gradually I have come to understand what I truly want. The people that come and go in your life often are there for a reason, right? People are your friends because there's a certain thing you guys have in common. Maybe you are very good at supporting each other. Thank you so much, Ruby, for your support. Trinity is still the #1 MVP though. You don't always know, like, why is this person here? What are they doing? And some people are there to tell you maybe that things are not going right and you shouldn't be on this track. People who have made my train journey more enjoyable, but also those who, through their contribution, so through the things that they did and said, have made me realize I wasn't always on the right track. Because sometimes you're working towards a goal and maybe it isn't the right goal. Or you're doing something which doesn't actually help you out. You don't need to send money. You're welcome to learn English with us. They provided contrasts so that gradually I have come to understand what I truly want. Contrasts are kind of like opposites. They are giving you a different point of view. Because sometimes you're really into something and then somebody gives you another point of view and you're like, I never saw it like that. Interesting. For example, many people, they might be, blinded by love, but they don't realize how bad this relationship is for them until their friends tell them, like, hey, you know that your partner is not very good for you, right? Sometimes we need somebody else with another view, another point of view, contrasts, to show us about life. And that doesn't have to be your partner or a friend. It can be very different kind of people. They provided contrast so that gradually I have come to understand what I truly want. Gradually, slowly but steady, gradually. It's the same as the way you learn English. Thank you for the roses, Rose Gang. I appreciate you. Gradually means slow and steady. Like learn English gradually. Ooh, Trinity Flameheart Gang. It's gonna be a fight. Fight of love, of course. Gradually, yes. To come to understand what I truly want. That's a good question to ask yourself. And it's sometimes a very difficult question to answer because in different times of your life, you might want very different things. When you are a kid, some just want a fire truck. That is the main the main thing in their life. They're looking for the happiness of playing with a fire truck. And other moments in your life, it is something else. And especially in difficult moments of your life, it might just be something very small. A hug, a talk, it can be very different things. But in this case, what I truly want. Because sometimes you want things, but do you really want them? Or is it just because other people have it? Thank you for all the gifts, guys. I appreciate your support, Rose Gang and Flameheart Gang. So you have to ask yourself, what do I truly want? And often asking why you want it can help you out. Same with English. Like, why do you want to learn English? What is the reason why? And if you find a reason why, often it's much easier for you to practice English. If you figure out that, for example, you're looking for a better future. So you learn English to have more opportunities. And I think that's very important. And then she says, thanks to my children and family, but also to friends and passerby. Some are still on my train while others have chosen to disembark, or I have let them disembark for various reasons. So, some are, but also friends and passers-by. Who can tell me what are passerby, guys? Ruby, are you going for both teams? Thank you for your support. We do appreciate you. Very kind of you to support us. If you take your account off private, you will also show up here. Passerby, guys, are like an acquaintance. People that are not truly your friends, but maybe they've been there for a short amount of time in your life. The passerby, or people that literally just in one day walk by and are in your life for just a few seconds. Friends and passerby. Some are still on my train, while others have chosen to disembark. Some people leave your life for whatever reason. Some people do not stay in your life. They disembark. And sometimes you have to let people off your train, which is probably one of the hardest things to do. Sometimes you have to let people out of your train of life because they're not really beneficial, or they hurt you, or they don't push you in the right direction. So you gotta let them disembark for various reasons. Again, various, V-A-R-I-O-U-S, various different reasons, many different reasons. It could be like your ex-husband, it can be a friend, it can be many different people too. Alright, then the part where she thanks her mother, you can watch the video. I cannot mention this on live stream. But lastly, there is a quote, and I don't know where this quote is from. She told me the quote is from the internet, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But the quote goes like, "You who are traveling know that there is no road, but by traveling you open the way." What do you think that means, guys? What do you think that means? You who are traveling Know that there is no road, but by traveling, you open the way. I just want to know what you think it means. Because it's not always important what I think. Thank you for all your gifts. It's super kind of you to support our English learning community like that, Luna. And of course, the kind person before, I cannot read your name because it doesn't show up, but I do appreciate you being here. Thank you too to Trinity, of course, and Rania. Ruby, yes, thank you so much, Ruby. Who can tell me? You who are traveling, know that there is no road, but by traveling you open the way. The way is formed while walking on it. Yes. That you need to make your own way in life? Yeah, maybe, absolutely. Who has won? I can tell you that Team Roses has won. But Ruby was playing on both teams. And Luna is of course the Queen of Roses. That is chapter 1, guys. If you're looking for the first chapter of the book, you can find it right here. This is my mom's TikTok account, and you can find chapter 1 out today right on her profile. Also, if you want to know, all the backgrounds that you see in the last few videos are made all by hand. They're made by AI, and then I edit the sizes and the colors, and then we make it into like an oil painting. I hope you guys like the style, because we wanted to help you imagine how these things feel, right? So in the first 2 quotes last week, you got the trains and the train station, and today you have these 2 people, these 2 women standing on a train station, maybe waiting for a train with their luggage by their side, but one is black and white, gray and cold, and the other one is colorful. So the idea is that life can have these different, like we say, the different destinations and tracks and moments in your life. So the 2 sides, the contrast. I hope you like it. Once again, if you want to see it, you can go to my mom's profile, Advice by Mom, or just send me a message and I'll forward the chapter 1 to you guys.